as I warm up that mid back, I feel my shoulder blades gliding together. Keep your neck long. Don't get scrunchy shoulders. Good breathing. And we keep that up. And in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Core tight. I go reach across. So I'm doing this reach across motion. If you get dizzy, I would recommend just looking forward. And in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Abs tight, kick out. Good. So I have this little kick out. I'm just getting the stretch for the back of the legs. I want to start getting that elongation. I don't want to be flinging out the leg uncontrollably because I want to be in control of my knee. I don't want it to overextend. So I'm just stretching out the legs, moving out the hip flexors, warming up the legs. Core stays tight to protect the back. And in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chest up, feet hip width apart. I go squat and I start popping up on the toes. This can create a little bit of imbalance. If you don't feel comfortable, you can always stay with your feet flat or hold on to something. Back of a chair, countertop, whatever you got. Continue to breathe. And one more. Modified or regular jumping jacks out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hip flexors, range of motion. Hands ready even for balance. Lift that leg up, circle it out. Good breathing. I'm going to do one more on this one, and then I'm going to switch the direction of that circle. I start wide, and I bring it on in. Good breathing. Good. Core tight. And good. Abs tight. Swing kick. You don't have to put your hands up there. I like it for a few reasons. It gives me kind of a marker of where I'm aiming my foot towards, and also it helps with balance. Good breathing. Good. And awesome. I'm going to put my hands on my hips. I'm going to move my hips in a circle. Stretching up that back. Take your time. Get your circle. Excellent job. Deep breathing. Switch direction of the circle. I guess I was enjoying that stretch so much, I forgot to switch you up. So we're switching it up. Great. Okay, I'm going to choose a couple stagnant stretches to do. You can choose your own if you want to mix it up. I'm going to go ahead and go straight leg, but I don't lock out the knee. Pop that toe up, reach on down, breathe. I like this one because it stretches out this calf complex, it stretches out hamstrings, and that's going to help with the low back if you have low back tightness. Continue to breathe. One more big breath. And we slowly come up and switch it out. And again, I have my leg straight, knee soft, point that toe, reach on down. Supportive leg has a bend. If you have low back pain, you probably don't want to bend more than 45 degrees down. Listen to your body. Stretching can be challenging but not uncomfortable. Take a deep breath in, release it, slowly up, hip flexor time. I take a step forward. I want to now have my heel on the ground if you can. I'm going to put both feet flat on the ground. I'm going to drive my hip flexor forward, okay? So this knee is bent. I push that hip flexor forward. The same side arm can do a reach up, a little bit of a pull back. And I do nice deep breathing. I stretch out my hip flexor, stretching out the back of the leg near the Achilles, and good. And I'm going to switch it out. So I take a step forward, take a step back, here we go. And I'm going to keep my heel down, and I drive my hip flexor forward. Good job. Hip flexors forward, arm comes up. Good. You don't have to do the arm up. I like it because it kind of continues up the stretch into the abdomen. Nice deep breathing. And good, slow release. Fantastic. Okay, let's talk. We have mat, dumbbells, water, all this stuff's gonna be necessary. Why don't we, just for the sake of knowing we have some water in us, just take a little swig of water right now before we get started, because it is a warm one today, okay? So let's go ahead and start off with a little bit of water. And we'll break again in about 10 minutes or less, depending on how heated it gets, okay? So right now, I'm gonna start you guys off, and we're gonna just kind of work out some kinks a little bit more, continuing the warm up. And I'm gonna keep the chest up. I'm gonna have you put your hands out and come down into a squat. Now, I just need you to kind of move out any last kinks in the knees and stuff. Your knees should be healthy and well before we take this one to the next level, okay? So my chest stays up. I don't tip it down, and I'll show bad form now. Bad form would look like that, okay? So I want to keep my chest up. There is a little bit of, obviously, a tilt in the hip, so there is a little lean forward, but the chest stays up. Okay, you doing good? Cool. Give me 5 with a little enthusiasm. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Now come down to about 90-degree knees if you can, and hold. Are you holding? You're keeping? Awesome. Okay, so you're holding about right here. You're about 90 degrees. Hold it right there. Your feet. Now, I know it's easy when you have a mirror in front of you. It's not so easy when you don't. Your feet, when you look down, maybe they're about hip width. They shouldn't be more narrow. If anything, go a little bit wider on this one, like an inch or so, okay? Now, keep the chest up. Continue to breathe. We are gonna do like a surfer squat, okay? So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna scooch my arms to one side, and I'm gonna come back center, and I'm gonna go the other side. I'm gonna create this small shift of balance, and the legs are gonna have to help me out, okay? Feel that? Stay low, surfer arms, here we go. Keep going, good, and in 10. Whew. 9. Stay low, stay low. Keep it low, move those arms, move those arms. 8. Try to stay low, try to stay low. Keep it around 90 degrees. If you pop up, try and get down again. 7. Good job, good reach, good reach. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, and last one, and 1. Cool. Now I want to move it out. I'm going to show you modification first. I'm going to go big step side reach, big step side reach, and put some enthusiasm in it, pick up the pace. I'm going to do jump reach, jump reach. If you don't want to jump again, walk it out. Let's go. And in 10, 9, get low, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna walk it out. I'm gonna take a few deep breaths. Make sure you're in control of your breathing before moving on. If you need to take a longer break, you take a longer break. Take as long as you need. I'm gonna go into a single leg squat. You might need to use a back of a chair, a countertop, if the balance is so off, okay? So do what you feel comfortable with. Another way to do a single leg squat is to have a little helper and have the other toe down, but try to have the strength of the one leg pick you up. Okay, I'm gonna add some stuff to it. Maybe for you, just doing the single leg squat is enough, that you don't need to add the arm motion. Okay, I'm gonna create imbalance again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start, but really quick. If you need a challenge, you can lift the leg up. It's gonna be harder. I don't need a challenge. It's a hot enough day. I'm gonna kick my leg back, okay? I'm gonna go squat down, reach to the side, coming up, I'm gonna reach down to the other side. Good. So I'm going, keeping my chest up, single leg squat. You could hold on to something. You can keep the other toe down. Do what you need to do. If you absolutely hate it, just go to a normal squat. You're gonna be okay, we just keep moving. Fantastic. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so let's get a little interesting again. Before I move on to the exercise, let's throw something in the middle. I'm gonna keep my legs maybe a couple inches wider than my hips. I'm gonna come down to a squat. So here I am, chest up in my low squat. Go as low as you can to about 90 degrees that you feel comfortable. Now, what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna take my toes, I'm gonna kind of dip my butt, push the toes wide, it looks like a little plie squat, come forward, pop. If you don't like the pop, then it's down and up. One more time, I'll show the modification. Toe out, forward, lift. I'm gonna go back to the jump. Out, in, pop it. Out, in, pop it. Out, in, pop it. 10. Good breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, get low, 3, feel those thighs, 2, and 1. I'm gonna walk it out, I'm gonna grab my breath. Recover as long as you need to. I'm just gonna breathe in and out for about 3 seconds and then move to single leg. In 3, 2, and 1. I switched legs. I'm in my single leg squat. If you wanted, the knee could come up. You could hold on to something or do 2 legs down. I reach side to side, creating just a little bit of imbalance. Good breathing, good breathing. Keep it up. Single leg squat. Leg is strong. It's good to throw this in every once in a while because if the right leg is stronger than the left, but you have 2 legs down in your squats and your stronger leg's always picking you up, you gotta work that weak leg once in a while. Let's go ahead, one more. And good, pull it on up. Walk it out. Good breathing. Fantastic job, okay. Again, with a little bit of enthusiasm, you can do reach down together, reach down, or you can join me for jump reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. We're gonna give the legs a little bit of break. Grab some water. Work your breathing. Come back with some dumbbells in your hands. So work a little bit of recovery in there, work your breathing, get the water down. Nice deep breaths. Excellent job. We're gonna start making our way back with dumbbells in hand. Make sure you could have a conversation. Your heartbeat's not beating too dramatically. You could do 3 breaths in and out consecutively, nice deep breaths, all that before moving on. If you need a longer time, take as long as you need. My knees are soft, my core is tight. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Join me when you can. I'm gonna go forward raise for 2. 1, 2, it's coming straight up from the shoulder. Then I'm gonna go bend in the knee, tip of the hip, and I'm gonna go to a back fly. And we're gonna go ahead and put in 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. 1, 2, down. 4, 3, spine straight. 2, all the way through the neck. 1, strong low back. Back up. 1, 2, bend the knee, tip the hip, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? 1, 2, back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 1, 2, and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Move the shoulders back and down, stretch out the neck. Good job. Okay, little recovery time. We're going to go biceps for the recovery. If the biceps become too much, then you can go ahead, just do a classic bicep curl where that elbow is straight down from the body, but we don't have the elbow tucked into the body, and you're just lifting up, okay? So I'm gonna add some stuff to this. You can start right here. And again, feel free to stay here. My knees are soft, my core is tight. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna come up halfway. My knees are a little bit bent, and the reason why I bend my knees is that when I'm looking for like a helper muscle, it doesn't come from my low back. I'm stabilizing through my knees and have a tight core so that I'm not overextending low back for a little cheater help, okay? Cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna keep my arms at that 90 degree. I'm not moving at the wrist, hear me on this. It's your elbow drop, elbow lift. And again, I'm not over curling with the wrist pulling in. So drop, lift, pulse it out. Pulse it out. Another thing to kind of be aware of is that I'm not gripping for dear life on the dumbbell because that's gonna create some tension in the wrist. So you kind of maybe need to shake out your fingers, make sure your wrists are not over producing. So I don't want to like grip for dear life, like I'm gonna murder my dumbbell. Okay, so now I'm gonna make it tough, I'm gonna make it difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and go push out, go wide, come in. 90 degrees, extension out, circle it back. Extension out, to in, press it out, come in. Good breathing. Whew. Excellent job. A little reminder, if you need any modifications on the arms, you can do less reps, you can do no weight, you can do lighter weight. And again, no weight at all is a really good modification because you're still moving the arm, getting the range of motion down. So if you're recovering from an injury, no weight, go through range of motion is always good. And I have one more. And I gotta bring back. And great. I'm gonna go ahead and just move out my shoulders, move out my neck, make sure I don't create any tension in that upper back. That's where I tend to create tension, is kind of holding up. So now we change up that first one we did. Instead of going forward raise, I'm gonna go lat raise 2, and I'm gonna come down and go into my back fly for 4. Now we're doing a lot of reps in the back fly because your back is a strong muscle, and we're gonna put a lot of emphasis there and the chest usually, okay? So knees are bent, here we go. Lateral raise for 2. 1, 2, bend tip, move to back fly. 4, 3, good. 2, 1, spine stay straight. Ready? Lateral raise. 1, 2, keep your core tight. Keep your low back strong. 4, 3, good breathing. 2, and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, back fly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lat raise. 1, 2, back fly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I have one more. Ready? 1, 2, back fly. 4, your back is strong. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more upper body ones, but I need you to find your mat. Okay, if you need to grab water in the meantime, yes, you can always sneak in some water. And we'll pull up the mat, have your dumbbells with you. Okay. I'm going to do a tricep push-up. It's not for everyone. If you have any wrist problems or shoulder problems, it may be a lot more comfortable for you to lay on your back, have your arms up while you're laying on the back, and do a tricep press. Hear me on that? Okay, on the extension up, you really work on that tricep muscle. Okay, have my dumbbells off to the side. I don't need them right now. I'm going to keep my arms narrow, okay? So straight down from the shoulder, you can even pinch it in a teeny bit, not too much though, okay? Now I can stay on my knees, I can go to my toes, and from your knees, you can do body as a box. You can walk the knees out, you can keep that plank, you can add a little bit more weight by lifting your legs, or again, go onto your toes. I'm gonna come down low, I'm gonna push my body up. Now I'm gonna choose to do knees today instead of toes, because I need to get down a little bit lower. So I'm gonna go more for my range of motion. Good breathing, core tight, and in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, almost, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm just going to stretch out my back after that. And I slowly move onto my, or rotate onto your back. Okay, so I have my dumbbells down my hands. I rotate it onto my back. I'm gonna go chest fly. And how this is gonna start is there's no bend in the wrist. Your wrist is neutral. There is a bend in the elbow. I get the arm almost all the way down to the ground if you can. And then I hug it in. When the elbow joints see each other, then you're really flexing. Your pectoral muscles should be able to lift, okay? So I am gonna do a bridge roll up with this. But if you don't like it, then just focus in on the chest for me, okay? So I'm gonna start lifting my hips with it. My feet are hip width apart. And I'm gonna go ahead and start driving up the hips. Bring that spine all the way to straight up at the top. Flexing the glutes, hamstring, and low back. And again, now I'm gonna put the emphasis back on my chest. Mind to muscle, pectoral muscles lift. And I'm gonna go ahead and flex and squeeze. This is a little bit light for my pectorals. It might be for you too. So if it is, you need to put some imagination behind it. Pretend it's 25 pounds each. To lift it is very challenging. So I have to really lift the, engage the pectoral muscle, lifting it up. Good job, give me a few more. And in 5, good breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna keep my hips up, but if you don't like it, set it down. Also too, I never want to overextend my low back. I don't even know if I could do that right now. So I wanna make sure my spine is in like a nice line, and I'm not overextending the low back just because the glutes are strong. Okay, so now here I am. I'm adding in a pulse. Your hips can pulse as well. It's up to you. We flex up an inch, flex, flex, flex. Good. And then we're gonna play with range of motion, and we're gonna do more of a slow motion. So let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And now it's kind of like, this is our halfway up mark. I'm gonna go down, and it's gonna take me 8 seconds to get halfway up. So ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. And up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, back down. And up we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, back down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, back down. 2 more. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set down. Flip it over. But if you don't like the tricep push-ups, what I do recommend is staying right here with your dumbbells and doing a tricep press. If you can, flip it over, knees or toes, narrow hands, elbows glide along the side of the body. Push that body up for 10, 9, 8, good job, 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1 more. And 1, I'm just stretching out my triceps and my low back. Fantastic. Flip it over. Good job. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm gonna go into crunches. If it's too much, I'm gonna have my hands doing motion, but if it's too much on your neck, we don't wanna hurt your neck. So we're gonna go ahead and do fingertips behind the ears, and you're gonna gently cradle your head. What cradling the head means is I'm not pushing up my upper body through my hands in this motion. What cradling head is means I get to relax my head on my fingertip pillow, and that takes away a few pounds off my neck. So that's why you have it here. Not to throw the body up, because it needs to come from low abdomen pushing down, and because of that motion of that contraction happening low, you're able to move up through the upper body. And that's how we get the crunch up. Okay, so here I am crunching up. I can start right here. I can go to one hand and a reach, and then switch it up every few. Or I can do 2 hands up. Now with this, you can keep your feet on the ground. You can go tabletop, or you could kick up to you. Find where you're at, okay? So here I am kind of pulsing. I'm gonna pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I hold that crunch, keep that pressure, low abdomen push down, keep it, breathe, push, 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 move fast, flutter arms, let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm gonna repeat it. You may need to give the head a little neck, put one hand there, and continue. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flutter arms. 8, 7, 6. If you can't do flutter arms, then you're just doing a hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to switch my hands, and I'm going to go one more time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flutter hands for 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, I'm just gonna stretch out after that, grab myself a sip of water, and reset back for legs. So I'm just stretching out my back before I get up. You don't have to. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a sip of water, move my mat off to the side. We are heading back to legs. legs in this round, I'm gonna add 1 dumbbell. You do not have to do any weight at all. If you want to, you can add 1 dumbbell. Okay, so I'm getting ready for legs. I took my water, working my breathing. I can control my breathing. All that's good before moving on. Wanna make sure my feet are about hip width apart. I'm gonna take a step forward. And from here, I'm in a lunge position. Now when I'm in a lunge position, the leg that's in front is gonna be the bearer of the weight. Okay, so I'm not pushing the weight back into this back leg, so it's gonna be too much in the knee and hip flexor, okay? So right now, I'm here in this front leg, and I kind of just wanna get my positioning. Now, I'm on carpet, so I get this little bit of a rock, and that's okay, because my ankle's gonna have to work harder, okay? So that's good for my ankle. So what I'm gonna do now is I wanna make sure I'm not gripping in my toes. I'm gonna anchor down through my heel nice and strong, and I'm just gonna get in a few lunges with good form before I add in any extras, okay? So I have my lunge. What happens on a lunge is I bend the knee, and it's not really like you're lunging forward. It's like elevator down, elevator up. Both knees bend, but to lift up, you are winning the race by pushing down first and foremost through that front leg to pick the body up. So think of like 80% of the body weight front leg, 20% back leg, something like that. It might be like 70-30. Okay, so now I'm gonna add in a chop. I start my hands are a little off center. I'm gonna rotate, chop towards the bent knee, and I'm gonna press it on, and I chop. And this creates, again, a little bit of imbalance that we've been playing with the legs today. If you don't feel comfortable with that imbalance, no chop, just hold your weight, okay? And we go for 10. Good breathing. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. I'm gonna rotate side just so you see what's happening here. You don't need to rotate. Okay, so here I am in my lunge. I'm kind of bent a little bit into my lunge. And what's gonna happen here, you don't have to use weights, you can set it down. If you can, lift the weight up, pull the knee to the weight. Pull it, pull it. Keep a lunge, keep low if you wanna challenge yourself. And let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. I am gonna actually step my weight off to the side. I'm not gonna trip on it. A little bit out of reach. And I go back to that cardio one. Step wide, reach down. Step wide, reach down. 4, jump, reach, jump. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's make this challenging. Squat low. Hold it. Okay. You don't have to, but if you can, you could add in the jump into this one. I'm gonna go toes wide, toes in, pop up. Wide, in, pop. And again, you never have to jump. You just do a full extension squat. 10, 9, 8, 7. My hands are thrown back on this one to help out. 4, 3, man, my legs are tired. 2, 1. Fantastic. I'm gonna walk it out. Take a deep breath. I have a whole other side to do. The 2 cardio in a row I need to take a little bit longer of a recovery. So I'll just sneak in some water in my recovery, and then I'll move on to the next leg. Quick water break, not much time there. I did grab my weight on the way back. So if you did use a weight, you're gonna wanna grab it with the left leg forward. We're gonna do a lunge, and then start to just with a lunge. Work your breathing. Like we said before, that front leg is winning the race, meaning it's the one pushing you up, not the back leg. Body weight held, that front leg, anchored through that heel, pushing down strong. Feel that hamstring, feel that glute. Fantastic. I'm gonna add arm motion. I'm gonna do that chop. It's gonna create some imbalance. If you don't like it, feel free to stay right here. Or you can do no weight at all. I'm gonna do hand opposite. I'm gonna bend down, rotate, push it up, down, press out, down, press out. 10, breathe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I take a step forward. Now, my knees over my heel, I bend into my lunge, my hands are out, I pop that knee, pull that weight, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the weight down, you're not gonna trip on it. Feel free to step out, reach, or jump it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming low, chest up. Woo. I'm gonna go dip, toes wide dip, come in, jump. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Walk it out. Sip of water if you need to. Come back with both dumbbells in hand. Right now, I'm letting my water get down and recovering the breath. I want to be able to do 3 deep breaths consecutively, in and out without gasping for air before moving on. Okay, so now, last time I started with biceps because I need you to kind of warm into or kind of give yourself a little bit of a break. Because this one starts with hands overhead and we just did a cardio one, I'm actually going to start with biceps as well, just to kind of give that heart rate a little bit more time to settle before we do our hands overhead. Knees are soft, core tight, bicep curl. Take a longer break if this is too much, take as long as you need. We do a bicep curl, the elbow is down from the shoulder. This may be a little bit light for you if you're using light weights like I am. I need to do the mind and muscle trick where I really work the flex as that weight comes into the shoulder. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna come up halfway. Knees are soft, little push out, back down. Up 90-degree elbow, push. Good breathing. One more. Fantastic. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just keep with the push out. My knees are soft, my abs are tight. Press, in, out, 90 degrees. Feel that bicep, feel that shoulder. Breathe, and in 10. Oh no, I healed your children. Just keep going, keep going. Let me see what's going on. Hey baby, you need to go, you need to go. Are you gonna say hi? No, you need to go, baby girl. Hi, okay, bye-bye. I love you. Mwah. Go on, baby girl. Bye. Okay, we had a prison break. I set them up watching Cinderella, but apparently Cinderella is not as entertaining as some of the newer cartoons. Here we go, my elbows are bent. I'm gonna go stretch it wide, bring it back. Good breathing. And in 4. Good job, good breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That wasn't much for giving you guys a break, huh, that bicep set. Okay, so now we're moving into doing hands overhead. You need to make sure your heart rate's not up too high. If it is still, you can modify with doing a, let's do like a lateral raise instead, okay? So you would do forward raise to lateral raise. Actually, yeah, so it'd be forward raise instead of overhead press. So what I'm gonna do here is last time I did 2 forward raises. So now I'm gonna go lateral raise for 2. And again, if your heart rate's up too high, you can go to a forward raise. If you can, we're gonna go shoot them up all the way. You have 1 more because we're doing a set of 4. Fantastic. And lateral raise. 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lateral raise. 1, 2. Lift it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lateral raise. 1, 2. Woo, lift it up. 4. Get those elbows wide. 3, all the way up. 2, and 1 more. Good job. Get that last one in. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, and lift it. 4, 3, 2, and last one, and 1. Cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, pull out my mat, have my dumbbells. We're transitioning to back on the mat for upper body. So dumbbells near, mat out. We have some core work to do. We have some chest and tricep work to do. We're gonna pull the mat out. Okay, so mat's out. Great. I'm gonna start off with my tricep dips. If you're not a fan, if it hurts the wrist or the shoulder, lay down on your back, hands up. Give me some tricep presses, really extending through and flexing that tricep muscle. If you can, you're on your toes. If not, you're on your knees like me. I'm gonna keep my arms very close to my body on this one. I'm gonna tip down low as I can, extension up, feel the back of the arm. Don't let the elbow push wide. Keep the elbow pointing back. And we go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Core tight in a plank. Even if your body's a box, keep your core tight. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go, baby. Yes, love you. Okay, go ahead and grab your dumbbells. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip over onto my back, dumbbells in hand, arms open wide, and good. We're gonna go ahead, hug it in, flex and squeeze the chest, and come back down. Flex and squeeze, arms back down. Good. So I'm gonna add in, like I did before, the hip lift, the bridge up, working glutes, low back, and hamstrings. So I'm gonna start lifting up to lower. Now, if you have different weights on hand, I do recommend going a little heavier in the chest if you can. That tends to be a stronger muscle than just like biceps or triceps. But if not, and you're with me with these light weights, then we need to put our mind to muscle and really work that flex on that up. Good. Now when I do that hip lift, I'll talk for a moment here. I'm not overextending the low back. I'm just coming up so my spine is straight. And I'm not getting that arch in the low back, meaning that I'm overextending the low back, the butt and the low back. Good. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open my arms. I will keep the hip up, but if you don't like it, then set it down, especially if the back's hurting. So I'm going to hover here. I'm hovering. If you could add in a pulse, join me. You could even pulse the hips. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the hips up, arms wide. Woo, do you know what's going on? We're going slow motion, and we're up halfway to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And back up we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Again, back up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Two more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't have time to do another set of triceps. We're getting right into abs. You can crunch like so. You can do hands forward. You could do tabletop. You could do keep the legs out. Oh, I guess I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'll do tabletop this time. And I'm crunching up. Core tight. Good. So even though I'm saying the word crunch, mine is a little bit more like a pulse. And I want to go for 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to push down my arms. If you don't like it, you could just do a hold. And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to put one hand behind my head, and the other hand will reach out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push down. Hold that crunch up. Hold that crunch up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abs tight. Hold that crunch. Arms push down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, we did it. Good job today. Hands overhead, long body, long spine. Let's get that stretch through the spine, through the abdomen, through the arms. Work your breathing. Nice deep breaths. I am proud of you guys on days as hot as today. No one wants to exercise, but you toughed it out. You did it. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Release and hug your knees in. Awesome. I'm going to draw circles with my knees, loosening up that low back. I'm going to switch direction on my circles. I'm going to go ahead and do arms down, palms down, knees bent side to side. And other side. Good. I'm going to extend my legs out, and I'm going to kick one leg over at a time. And other side. Awesome. So now what I'm going to do is you can either use a stretching strap or your hands. You can have the knees bent, or you can straighten them out. I'm going to kick one leg up to the hands, and the other leg again can be bent or down. Good breathing. Point the toe down. Lift the toe up. Circle for the ankle joint. Switch direction of your circle. I'm gonna go ahead and go opposite arm, grabs that leg, same side arm down to the ground. Bring that leg diagonal across the body, straighten out, point the toe down to the face and breathe. And release that. Good, go ahead and switch. I'm gonna start with my knees bent. I'm gonna point my toe down. Lift the toe up. Circle for the ankle. Switch direction of the circle. Opposite arm grabs that leg, diagonal across the body, stretch it out, point the toe down. Breathe. Release that leg. I'm gonna go ankle to the thigh. You can either sit the body up or you can hug it in. Up to you. And breathe. And slow release, switch the legs. Ankle to the thigh, hug it in or sit up two and breathe. Fantastic. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and lift my body up. I'm gonna extend my legs out. I'm gonna reach for my calves, my ankles, whatever you can do. Kick the heels out, don't get caught up on them, because you wanna get that stretch through the back of the leg, Achilles, calves, low back, hamstrings. Good breathing. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and use soles of the feet together. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. Okay. So right now, go ahead and kick the legs out if you want. Okay, I need a minute. You know, we had an incident just now. I think I'm gonna just allow you to finish stretching up today, and I'm gonna go be a mom. So I'm so sorry. What you need to do still is stretch out, standing up, the arms and the neck, and I will be back here on Friday. Have a good rest of the day, and hopefully I have better luck on Friday. Sorry about that, guys. Get your stretch in.
Thank you.